Okay, so what we want to do is to basically get a figure out of a photograph so we can use it in our magazine. So I've got a picture of my daughter here, and I want to basically be able to take that image and remove the background. So I've just got her. So there's a few tools I'm going to show you. The first thing we need to do, however, is over on the layers panel, which hopefully you'll have open, you'll see there's a little picture of a padlock. We need to double click on that padlock, and on the window just click OK. And now that the padlock's gone, that means we've unlocked the background layer and we can work on it. So the first tool I'm going to use is the cropping tool, and literally I'm going to crop and get rid of most of the image that's around her so that I don't actually have to do an awful lot of editing afterwards. Okay, so I need to get rid of the rest of it. Now there's a few tools that can do that. One tool that will be useful to us is the zoom tool over here. So if I open the zoom tool up, I can basically click and zoom in on a part of an object. So if I want to make sure I get close to this edge here and so on, holding Alt and pressing the mouse button zooms the other way. So first tool I'm going to look at with you is just the simple eraser tool. So if we choose the eraser tool, you'll see there's a circle here. Now if I erase a little bit, you see I get this pattern of grey and white squares. That means I've made the background transparent, which is what I'm trying to do. Now obviously I can do that, but that's not a brilliant way of doing things. Maybe we'll come back and do a bit of that in a minute. Another way you can use is the Lasso Tool. Now the Lasso Tool allows you to actually draw a little line, so you can draw around an object, and then you get what's called marching ants. You get this idea where you get a selection, and if I press delete then on my keyboard, it deletes that selection. Pressing Control and D gets rid of that selection, so I can start again. Other tools that I can use, one of the ones that's a really good one is this one here, the Quick Selection tool, which will pick a particular color area. So if I go for that, you can see already it's selected that area around my daughter's head, and that's made a pretty good guess at what it needs to do. I'm going to use that tool a little bit more, and I'm going with a magnifying glass now and see if I can get a bit more of that selected. So you can see now my circle's too big, so I'm going to use my square brackets and make it a bit smaller, and I'm going to see if that selection will come around. You can see that that's picked all the water in one go. If I move down a little bit more, so that's actually quite, for this picture, is working out to be quite a good tool for me to be using. Bit around her hand. Now it's selected her hand as well there, which I didn't want it to do. Here, if I hold down Alt, it turns to a minus, and I can get it to actually remove some of the selection. So it's now removed it around her hand. So if I press delete again now, it only gets the bit that I want it to get. Bit of an awkward area around here. Now you'll see it's missed that bird because the white colour is very similar to the colour of her clothing. So I'm going to use the eraser tool to finish that one off in a minute. And I might just go in now with my eraser tool and just get the little bits that I've missed once I've deselected using Control and D. You can see it's tidying up a little bit there now along the edges. Hat looks pretty good. There's a bit there under her chin. If I make my zoom tool a bit, my eraser tool a bit smaller, I can go in there, tidy up a little bit around the edges, get rid of this white thing. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to save it first of all as a Photoshop project. I'm just going to put mine on the desktop just so you can see it. I'm going to call that one Jess and hit save. But in order to use this in my magazine cover, I'm going to do save as, and this time from the drop down list I'm going to choose type PNG. So PNG, which is just off the screen for you, I think, PNG there, will make it have a transparent background. And just click OK, and that's that done.